Hey guys, it's Johnny here, doing what I'm considering a public service announcement, because I feel people need to be warned about this. There's a particular movie that will be coming out soon that I managed to see a little bit ahead of time. Normally I'm not proud of things like that. I'll wait until it comes out and go to the theaters. But I had never planned to see this movie. It's a movie I indeed told myself I was not going to see it. The moment I heard it was in production, I knew it was going to be bad. I knew this would be a bad movie. But still, after hearing a good 11-minute rant from someone else, one of my favorite YouTubers, Lenny Pator, I would advise everyone to go check out his videos. He's pretty cool. I found a way to watch this movie. Once again, not particularly proud of how I did usually, but in this circumstance, I don't feel guilty at all. The movie, if you really want to call it that, was the latest from 20th Century Fox, Dragon Ball Evolution. The only reason I can think to call it Evolution is that people are probably going to go the atheist route and start believing in evolution if they see this movie. I'm not an atheist, but it seems a lot more plausible after watching this abomination. Okay. This was such a bad movie that it only took an hour to watch, and I spent 2 hours straight ranting afterwards, and it's been 2 days, and I am still ranting. I'm picking out every minute detail. Every time I think about it, I find another thing wrong with it. Just another thing. I can't even begin to describe. There are, of course, two ways to go into this, and there's the biased route, for the fans, and then there's just the regular old, it's a bad movie just because. It's not even a good movie. Just the special effects in it were subpar at best. I mean, anybody who's seen Dragon Ball knows that they're supposed to be able to use big energy attacks, and they're supposed to be really big fights. The fights are way too fast and blurry. I admit the version I watched wasn't the best quality, so I'll give it a little leeway for the fights. Very little. But they were still so fast you couldn't keep up, and they made very little sense. You hit one guy and he was flying away and he's dead. Way too fast, way too over, way too quickly. That's the big thing about Dragon Ball. All the fights are supposed to be big, epic battles. You have something that's supposed to take place in 5 minutes and they use 30 episodes to describe it. But of course, this is a 70-minute movie, so obviously they can't spend several days on it. But still, the energy, the key that they use, it doesn't act like it. It doesn't act like it should. Which, once again, I'm going the little biased route, and they use it more like the Force from Star Wars. They use it more like the Force because they'll push stuff with it, and somehow it'll allow Goku to magically jump to extreme heights. It's just, in the writing, there are loopholes all over the place. Like, there's a scene where Bulma, one of the main females, calls the Dragon Balls by some name, I believe the Primordial Orb something like that. Then Goku corrects her, it's called a Dragon Ball. She never uses the word again, and when she holds up the radar, the locator thing, she actually says, this is my Dragon Ball energy locator. And it's like, what? Where did that come from? How does it suddenly have the word Dragon Ball in it? Yeah, she says, ugh. So yeah, loopholes everywhere. Things that don't make sense, like the main villain, Piccolo, who gets a good 10 minutes, maybe, in this movie. Main villain gets 10 minutes, and they're all big expository. Here's a new surprise. There's a scene that doesn't even make sense where he's terrorizing a village that's completely destroyed somehow. Anyway, there's a scene where he comes looking for the Dragon Ball. Once again, uses the Force, the Force to destroy a house. And rather than staying and maybe looking for the Dragon Ball, he just leaves. He leaves. Oh, not here. I know it's here. Oh, wait, no, it's not. Rather than staying and waiting, he leaves. Does he do the usual villain thing? Hey, you henchman, stay here. So it just doesn't make much sense. Then, of course, the more biased route. The Dragon Ball characters don't act anything like Dragon Ball characters. They don't. Goku, he's not a Saiyan in the movie. He's not a Saiyan. That's all they describe him as is the Great Osaru, the big monkey. That's all that they give. Sorry for the spoiler. In case you didn't know, Goku is a monkey. But he's not even a Saiyan in this movie. He's not a Saiyan. How can he not be a Saiyan? And Piccolo doesn't even look like Piccolo. They're not supposed to know what Namekians are, but Goku knows. He knows exactly what a Namekian is. Then somehow the monkey is the slave to the Namekians, some disciple servant thing. And the other thing with this movie is you can call everything. You could probably say every single line of dialogue well beforehand. As I said, though, I could spend 2 full days ranting about this movie. I could spend 2 days ranting. Obviously, I can't do that here, which I could. Because I want to warn people, don't see this movie. If you really want to see how bad it is, find an alternative method. I don't want to see Fox make $1 off of this. I feel as though they've taken my most cherished childhood toy, did horrible things with it, and then set it on fire. And had I paid to see it, I would have felt as though I'd been robbed too. Because I grew up with Dragon Ball. I love Dragon Ball. I feel like going back and watching it again every now and again. And they just did horrible things with it. As I said, if you love Dragon Ball, you will spend several days ranting. I expect to rant much more in the next few days. I want to warn everyone not to see this movie. So, if you can, if you really want to see it, find an alternative method. Either find a pirated copy, or buy a ticket and sneak into the theater. Buy a ticket to a different movie and then go see it. I don't really care. Don't pay to see this thing. You will be disappointed. I tried to warn you. I've done all I can. Feel free to rant with me if you have seen it or want to see it. You guys, take care. Till next time, I've been Johnny, and Dragon Ball Evolution is the biggest fail. See ya.